Hello everybody, my name is Kenneth and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be checking out the HIGHLIVE performance of Shadow by Beast, now Highlight. The original song came out in 2013, at least in England, in the UK where I'm from. I'm very curious to see how it's going to be different in this current new form, because obviously we've got two members that are no longer here. There is rap sections that I want to see how are incorporated or not. I did notice that this performance, just lengthwise, is longer than the original song. So I'm curious if we're gonna get any new sections, maybe a dance break, kind of like what the High Life performance of Chains did. I'm really looking forward to this. Before we do get into it though, pause warning, I am autistic. I often pause, even just not reacting, but in like my own time. And so I am a pauser. Pausing helps me process what I'm seeing. If I had to wait until the end, I would forget things. I wouldn't remember what I wanted to say. I need to say it as I think it, kind of thing. If that is okay with you, I really hope you enjoy my reaction. We are going to begin now. I go away. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, the dramatic synth. Oh, and I like how it's being like lasered, like the set's been lasered together. That's interesting. Oh, I love that you can see the band. Ooh. Wait, is that panning? Oh my god, that light, like as the light was coming across, there was like it was panning in the audio as well. Oh my god, that's really cool. I've got chills. My heart. Ooh. Breaking down the walls. I love like the set design of this. Obviously it's like a virtual set, but oh. Chills. Oh, the strings. I feel like I'm in a movie or something with this soundtrack. Ooh. I love hearing the crowd. Oh, there they are, our boys. Oh, I love that silhouette. I'm sorry, that silhouette is striking. I'm saving that for the thumbnail. I'm saving that for the thumbnail. I love that. I love how, like, when you think about like how Highlight used to be Beast and how it used to be 6 members, the fact that it's gone down to 4, you might worry like, oh, maybe they'll lose stage impact, you know, if you weren't aware of them or something. But like their stage impact, you can't even see their faces. You can't even see anything more than their stature right now, and you can feel their stage impact, and I love that. Oh my god, it almost feels like a comic strip, like superhero comic strip. Oh, the guitar! I love the guitars in this because there was a guitar in Chains as well. Ooh, I love that honey orange. Honey orange. I love how the youngest is the one that's most clothed. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's that's funny. Wait, what is on Dujum's face? Oh my god. Sorry, hang on. Oh my god, he's got like glitter on his face. That looks really cool. Sorry. Also, I saw Yosop giving me like a side stare. Ooh. Okay, so I'm interested. I'm intrigued that we still got the rap, because obviously the rapper is no longer there, like the previous rapper. He did a great job. I think there was like a backing track vocal there underneath. I loved how stable he was, given that he was dancing there. Like, it's hard enough to dance and like not be too breathy, but when you're rapping on top of that, oof. He did a great job on that. I love that. Also, didn't mean to come back to the back there. um, but no, he did a really good job with that. I love his vocal tone so much. Ooh. I love that from Gi Kwang. I feel like, so I love the fact that he allowed like his dancing there to shine through, by, because he could have sang the lyric on top of that, right? But what two things I feel like he's doing there. He was, so the first thing, when he was letting his dance kind of shine through, as I was saying, allowing him more of his focus on that, rather than having to juggle both singing and dancing there, means that his movement is a lot smoother. But second, I think what he's doing there as well, and it's very clever, it's very smart, he's aware that he's moving, so he needs to control his airflow for both the dancing and the singing. So what does he do? He knows he's got a big high note coming up. Da, da, da. So he knows he needs that airflow, so he omits that line to give him that airflow. I don't think there was a backing track either there, which I loved. I loved the fact that for that line it was just that kind of, I think it was just silence. I'm going to go back just to make sure, because like I said, processing. But I like that he selective there on his performance in order to decide which part he wanted to prioritize. I like that a lot. I love Ki Kwang's tone of voice as well. Okay, there was like the backing vocals, but they're so low. Like, they're so low that they're inconsequential. I love that. Like, a big beef I have with audio in general for performances, just generally, is when, through no fault of the performers, the audio engineer or whoever in the background that's managing, all this stuff, has those backing vocals way too loud, because it's just distracting, for one. But then obviously that's when you get your critiques of like, oh my god, are they lip syncing? Here, like, Gi Kwang is giving you no reason to think that he's lip syncing, because he's not. But the audio engineers, I love that they're diligent enough to make sure that that backing vocal that is in there, in the original track, is low enough to allow kind of move away those distractions that viewers might have. I love that. I want to talk really quick. I know I'm interrupting like the chorus. Doojun here, if you compare rap to this, see the control he has over his voice a lot better, I feel like. I think I said this during the Killing Voice regarding like when parts were reassigned and Dong got those parts. In the same way, I'm noticing that here, like, he's doing great, but you can, like, this chorus, he's really, Doojun is really shining through. and you notice he's dancing about the same, you know, maybe a little bit less, but he isn't as strained. And when I say strained, I mean and resource. It's not like painful strain or anything like that. He's not, and so he's got that that balance down more, and I really like that. It could be, of course, that as well that the chanting was more strenuous in the rap part, but I'm noticing like I'm not hearing his breath as much, and that's my main kind of thing there. I love that. Oh, yo, what's up? I love you. You have a fantastic voice as well, always, and I love this outfit that he's got. It's like almost like paper clips, or those hook clip things, you know, that you can press the hook in and then clasp them. I don't know. I love that. And I love that he's playing with the notation and the delivery on this as well. I imagine when you've had a song this long, and this could be for all of Beast slash Highlight's music at this point, when you've had songs that are that old, you do want to keep reinventing them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I want to retract my earlier statement. The choreo in the beginning was a lot more strenuous than that. This is why I like to go back, because I would have missed that, and then y'all would have been like, actually, kind of, it was a lot more strenuous in the beginning. They were jumping in the beginning, you know, they were really jumping around. And I liked the fact that the choreo is a bit more pared back at this point in the song. To allow that smoother vocal tone, because like I said, it is very hard to rap, keep the beat and the cadence, keep your breath, and dance at the same time. Oh, the high notes. It's interesting here. Sorry, I'm just gonna. I hate pausing on strange frames. There. What I'm noticing so far. I think, and please forgive me if I'm misremembering part attribution. While the original song obviously was based, I think, around. Forgive me, I'm getting names here. Because of Jun Hyung's rap, a lot of things were designated to him. Apart from that, obviously the main kind of focus was songs were built around Yosop. What I'm noticing here, and I could be wrong, I apologize. One apart from Donghoon at this point in time, we're getting a bit more of a balanced rejigging of the song and reparting of the song between members. But I'm noticing here that we're getting a lot more of Gi Kwang in this. At least it feels like that to me, as well as Doojun. Obviously he did the rap in the beginning. That wasn't his part in the beginning, in the original version. And so it's a lot more balanced. I'm hoping that with that as well, Donghoon will also get some more parts, because I know his part is going to come up, because in the original it was, I think it was either Doojun to Donghoon or Donghoon to Doojun, if I'm remembering rightly. I'm saying remembering because I am, while I listen to the song, I'm someone who, when I'm listening to songs, I very much, and this is for everyone that I listen to, I often forget who I'm listening to. I don't know if that makes sense. I often listen to, especially groups. I listen to the groups and I'm just like, I'm just listening to the group right now. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm hoping that Donghoon will be getting more parts as well. Also, noticing Gi Kwang's necklace here, that it looks like teeth or bones or something. I'm loving the way that the outfits are also very monochromatic for highlight as well, whereas the background dancers are the ones with obviously the jackets, the leather jackets. Usually it's the other way around. Like I feel like the background dancers would have the more minimal costuming, and then the dancers would have wait, did I say that right? No, the band or the group would have the more, what am I trying to say? The more costume elements, and then the dancers would have more minimal costuming. And so it's interesting that that seems to reverse here. Interesting there. Okay, so when I said about Gi Kwang omitting that line, so too here has Dongwon, and I don't understand why. I mean, it could be the high note situation again, because it seems like we're only getting Dongwon at this part, whereas previously, obviously, as I said, I'm pretty sure it's Dongwon into Doojun. Again, correct me if that's wrong. So it's interesting now that this whole section is now his part. I like that. I like, as I said, I'm loving the fact that this feels a lot more balanced in distribution, because as a lot of us have talked about in the comments of my original Shadow reaction, we were talking about how it seemed to all be manufactured around Yosop as the main vocalist, lead vocalist, and Chunhyun as the rapping, and then everyone else kind of filled in around them. Again, if I'm misunderstanding that, please let me know again. But I'm loving that this is a lot more balanced in the distribution. Sorry, I'm coming back. Oh, oh yes. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to that. The clarity in that high note. Oh, gorgeous. It was strong. It was well controlled. It didn't feel, as I said in the Killing Voice reaction, I was worried like with Dongwon's throat. I don't feel worried at this point with this. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. I need to hear it again. Because I'm gonna take in how he actually physically approaches this as well here, because I think he goes down like, and I can't wait to talk about it. I love that. So something that a lot of people that maybe don't sing as much might not know is singing is quite psychological. And what I like about what Dongwon does here is, with that psychological kind of thing in mind, what a lot of singers or like untrained singers do when they're going for higher notes is they will think physically up. Whereas more trained singers will think down, bringing the high notes to yourself, and things like that. And it psychologically calms you so that you're not then stressing about it, because there's only so much, like if you imagine like going up, like a rubber band, eventually you're going to run out of give and it's going to snap. But if you think about it as in bringing it in, you're a lot more relaxed than the alternative, and I love that. And I love there that he is giving it everything. Oh, I love it. Yeah. What was that? The help note there. Oh, I wanted to talk about Yosop, but then Doojun did something with his voice there. I have to hear that again. But before I do, I will quickly just talk about Yosop. I love, and please forgive me if I've already mentioned this, because oh. What I've noticed about Yosop is when he wants to add some decorative elements to his vocal, he intentionally also stops dancing as much. Like he intentionally either makes movements smaller or omits movements without like compromising the overall integrity of the dance in order to give him that little bit more. I need to hear what Doojun just did there because oh, I love there was an aggression in there. I love that because there's a because you know, and it's so nice to hear, especially after the lightness of the lyrics before then and the performance and delivery before then. Oh, I love it. Oh. I'm sorry, Ki-Kwang, I need to give Yosop his flowers so that I can give you your flowers, please. Oh, I've got chills. One, I saw the little mic twizzle there. That was cool. Oh, I needed more time before Ki-Kwang came in there. I felt like we moved from Yosop's part and that kind of silence almost into Ki-Kwang's part. I feel like we needed more kind of there to give it space. That's the only reason, because I didn't want to I felt bad moving on to Ki-Kwang there because Yosop is so amazing, and but at the same time so is Ki-Kwang, and I'm like the lack of space between those two parts, I was like oh, sorry. I love there the deliberate choice by Ki-Kwang there to adjust his timing on his last part. It led perfectly because of how the mics were set up for his vocal to go underneath Doojun's, and then for Yosop's ad-lib to continue at the same kind of volume without overpowering Doojun as the center moment here. And I love that because that could have been like, again, props to these audio engineers. If they'd have got that balance wrong, you'd have been listening, albeit to beautiful voices of Ki-Kwang and Yosop, but in that moment you want to be listening, yes, to them, but listening more to Doojun. Oh, I'm loving this. Ooh. Ooh. I wondered why, like, obviously high notes you need to think there, and you need to hear yourself, and obviously the accompaniment is ramping up in my ears anyway. And so you've got to be able to keep a sense of yourself as you're singing. That was beautiful. A beautiful change from Fi Kwang there in the notation. I have to go back though to Donghoon. I love that he's getting more parts in this song because, as I said, the distribution of the original did feel very skewed, and I'm glad, not just for Donghoon, but especially for Donghoon. I'm happy that it's being spread across the members in a much more fair distribution. I don't know if you can tell, I'm physically shaking. It is making me um, um, very happy, but I'm very overwhelmed in a great way. I loved his delivery at this section. I need to hear it again. I love the way he's strong with his mixed voice there, showing, you know, I can do this, but then he pulls back into his falsetto. I feel like other singers, generally, they might want to, not necessarily talking about anyone in specific here, but just generally, others might approach the entire line the same way, but choosing to go into that falsetto, it allows him to, one, show his dynamism between the two, but it also, to me, and you guys might not care about this, it shows a humble singer because, well, I'm sure he could do it in his mixed voice. By going into his falsetto, he is, I think, taking on the character of the song, as well as as well as making a vocal choice as a performer. Oh, I love it. I love the look behind Gi Kwang's eyes as he's singing as well. Like as I think I've mentioned before in other reactions, like they all have their own stares, but there's a real softness there to Gi Kwang. Like it's almost like you can see his brain formulating the decisions of what he's going to do vocally there. Like you can tell like he's making sure like he follows a specific path in his mind so that he can like get ready for that note, that note progression. And you could, it's almost like if you imagined like as well as in the performance and you saw like that look, it's that kind of almost disassociative look where like you could clap and be like, oh, it's that kind of hyper focus. And I love that. Oh, I love it. I love their aggressiveness. Oh my god. Oh. I loved that so freaking much. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in a stimmy mood. Um oh my god, that is so good. I said this during the bad girl reaction, and I mean this as respectfully as I can, to Hyunsung, because obviously he left for different reasons than Junhyung. Sorry, I'm just making sure I got that name right there. This was, for me, the superior version of this song. I would love them to release a studio version, like almost like a, I don't know, like a a highlight version, you know, like how like there's the Taylor versions of songs. I'd love like a highlight version, studio version of this song, because the delivery of this was amazing. As I said, in the beginning, especially about Dujun, his ability to rap while he's dancing is an incredible skill. It's very difficult to do because it's not like singing where you can program yourself to work with singing and dancing. You absolutely can. With rapping, you've got to do an extra step because you've got it, because with vocalizing in music, in singing specifically, you can move between different voices, right? Between your stronger chest, which we speak from, your softer falsetto, which is really like the weakest part of your range, and then your head voice, which is just beneath that, but it's not where your chest is, and then your mix, which is when you bring the best of your chest and the best of your head voice to create that really strong higher tone. With rapping, it's all chest, and if you are breathing wrong, or even if you're breathing right but you just don't have enough air because you're dancing, it's very difficult. And I'm so beyond impressed with how Dujun carried that. And I understand in the kind of the chronology of the song, why he didn't simplify the choreo or didn't, you know, reduce the choreo that he was doing. I think I would have liked it a little bit more, for him, just for that, only because I don't want to. I would have hated for him. He didn't, but I would have hated for him to have worried about like missing a breath or something like that, because you saw like when he did his part later on, he gave himself enough space for to breathe, basically, and yeah, um, I loved, I still loved how he sounded though. Please don't misinterpret that as me being like, oh my God, I'm criticizing. I'm absolutely not. He was amazing. Um, I just wish in the song itself it was later, so you could have avoided that and switched that choreography around, if that makes sense. Not literally switching it around, but like just in that chronology again, just purely because I think when you're at the start of the performance, you want to be and then move into that softer, you know. I feel like it's more noticeable at the beginning if you simplify choreo or something like that, because it's the beginning, it's the is at least that's for me anyway. But oh my God, it was so good. I love it. And so yeah, going back to my original point, because I'm tangenting, I'd love to hear a studio version of that, where it can just be focused on fully vocal rap kind of thing, if that makes sense. Um, oh, but that was amazing. I know, like, if I would have been there, like, watching that, not just here, I would have just been so taken aback by how amazing that was. Um, oh, oh, um, my heart is actually racing right now. Um, like, can you imagine, like, if I was there? Like, this is just me watching a performance. Oh. Um, again, I loved the distribution of this. The fact that I feel like it was very well balanced between the members. I almost wonder, like, if back in the day, and it might sound mean to say this, if there were too many members, because, you know, going back into Hyunsung's kind of reason for leaving, you know, he's doing songs that he doesn't necessarily want to do, and then he's not the focus of a song, or da 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 da. I wondered then if there is some legitimacy to that, where this song is shining because of the laser focus of four members, as opposed to we've got six, but we're going to focus on mainly two. that's how it feels like it was before. And so I love the fact that it's so much more balanced and organized. Oh, I'm I'm in love with this version of the song, and yeah, I need a studio version of this version. Um, yeah. Um, oh my God. I hope you guys understand my thoughts there. Again, I do want to just reiterate, I'm not criticizing. I know some people like might take my thing of like, oh my God, he's being rude. I'm not intending that to be rude, at all when I say that. Um, when I said about the breathing earlier, um, ah, I'm in love with this performance. Um, I'll be honest as well. Like this is longer than the original song, but it didn't feel longer to me. Um, oh, it amazing. um, I want to know what your guys thought of this as well. Like if you were there, but also obviously if you've seen this as well. Like I hope you've watched this before. You've watched me. Because I'd love to know what you guys think. Oh my God. Also, before I forget, I should have said it in the beginning. Happy 16 years, to Beast and Highlight. Happy 16th. Um, you guys are still amazing. You guys are still, oh, here, which is amazing. Um, yeah. So thank you guys, so much for watching my reaction. I think I've said pretty much everything I wanted to say. I hope everything comes across in the way that I intended it, which was a positive way. Um, I always worry that I'm too blunt with things. I apologize. As I said, I am autistic, and I hate to pull that card out. But if anything has seemed a bit like, oh, that it's not intentional, and I am trying to. I hope you can see that I enjoyed this, a lot. Um, but yeah, just as a thing there. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. The next highlight video will be Ribbon, which is the song that Highlight released for their 16th. Ouch, I just hurt my wrist. Um, Ribbon 16th anniversary. I can't wait to hear that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Bye.